will get it pulled with a fresh shot clock. MJ. Oh, Harry did it! There, Michael shakes the finger. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael.
Who knows what will unfold in the next several months? But that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA. If that's the last image of Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan was born February 17, 1963, in Brooklyn, New York, to Dolores and James Jordan. He was the fourth of 5 children and moved with his family to Wilmington, North Carolina, when he was still a toddler. Jordan's parents worked hard, his father at a General Electric plant and his mother at a bank. But they always found time for their children. James built a backyard basketball court and introduced Michael to baseball, basketball, and football. Young Michael idolized his older brother Larry and competed fiercely with him on that court. Those duels taught him that heart could outweigh size, and that losing was only an invitation to work harder. At Emsley A. Laney High School in Wilmington, Jordan's competitive streak hardened. As a sophomore, he tried out for varsity basketball but was cut because he was under 6 feet tall. Instead of quitting, he joined the junior varsity squad, practiced relentlessly, and hit a growth spurt, rising from 5 feet 11 inches to 6 feet 3 inches between his sophomore and junior years. By his senior season, he was a top recruit. Dean Smith, the coach of the University of North Carolina, UNC, Tar Heels, noticed him at a summer camp and offered him a scholarship. How does a teenager go from being cut to being courted by one of college basketball's legendary programs? Perhaps by refusing to be defined by a single setback. At UNC, Jordan's trajectory accelerated. In 1982, as a freshman, he received the ball with 17 seconds left in the NCAA championship game against Georgetown. He calmly sank a jump shot from the left wing to give UNC the title. The basket marked the first of many big game moments. He was named NCAA College Player of the Year in 1983 and 1984. After his junior year, he left college for the NBA draft but returned later to complete a degree in geography in 1986. Even as fame beckoned, he kept his promise to his mother to finish his education.
The 1984 NBA draft marked Jordan's leap to the professional stage. Selected 3rd overall by the Chicago Bulls, he joined a struggling franchise desperate for relevance. Jordan erupted immediately. He averaged 28.2 points per game in his rookie season, won Rookie of the Year, and earned an All-Star selection. Fans packed arenas to see his aerial artistry. He scored over 3,000 points in the 1986-87 season, becoming the first player since Wilt Chamberlain to cross that threshold. Each dunk seemed to defy gravity, each drive punctuated with a glare that dared defenders to stop him. Why was a 6'6" guard suddenly bigger than the sport itself? Because he combined elite athleticism with an unquenchable will. Yet championships eluded him initially. The Bulls lost repeatedly to the bruising Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference playoffs. These bad boys hammered Jordan with hard fouls. He responded by gaining muscle, refining his jump shot, and embracing team basketball under coach Phil Jackson. By 1990, Chicago reached the Eastern Conference Finals, signaling a shift. The following season would change basketball history. The 1990-91 season saw the Bulls finally break through. With Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Horace Grant, they swept aside the Pistons and defeated Magic Johnson's Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals, giving Jordan his first championship. In 1992, they toppled the Portland Trail Blazers, and in 1993, they beat Charles Barkley's Phoenix Suns, securing a three-peat. Jordan captured NBA Finals MVP each year and cemented his status as the sport's alpha. Off the court, he starred on cereal boxes and commercials, and he led the US Dream Team to an Olympic gold medal at the 1992 Barcelona Games. The world had never seen a basketball player with such global appeal. But success had a cost. Jordan's competitive drive spilled into golf courses and card tables. Media stories about his gambling surfaced. Some questioned whether his relentless pursuit of victory extended beyond sports. Then, tragedy struck. On July 23, 1993, Jordan's father, James Jordan, was driving a red Lexus in North Carolina when he pulled over to rest. Two teenagers, Larry Demery and Daniel Green, shot him as he slept and stole the car. James's decomposed body was found on August 10th in a swamp near McCall, South Carolina, and identified 3 days later. The killers were convicted and sentenced to life in prison. Michael was devastated. He later said that his father had been his best friend and biggest supporter. Grief, coupled with relentless public scrutiny of his gambling, led him to announce his retirement from basketball in October 1993. He said he wanted to honor his father by pursuing their shared baseball dream. Jordan signed with the Chicago White Sox and played for their minor league affiliate, the Birmingham Barons. Though he struggled at the plate, batting .202, he viewed the experiment as therapy. Some critics mocked him, but he endured the bus rides and early mornings with humility. How many superstars would swap an arena of 20,000 fans for a minor league diamond after winning 3 straight titles? Jordan did, seeking solace in the rhythm of baseball and his father's memory.
Yes, here comes Mike!
During Jordan's baseball stint, the NBA felt
Michael Jordan at his best
In
is
March
very few people on this
1995,
planet that
he
can
announced
do
his return with a 2-word fax: "I'm back." He wore the number 45 because his father had seen him play baseball with that number, but eventually reverted to 23. Although rusty at first, he reminded everyone of his brilliance with a 55-point game against the New York Knicks. The Bulls were eliminated in the 1995 playoffs, but Jordan's hunger intensified. In the 1995-96 season, Chicago set an NBA record with 72 wins. They won the championship against Seattle and repeated in 1997 and 1998, defeating Utah twice. Jordan shot in Game 6 of the 1998 Finals a crossover on Brian Russell, a pull-up jumper with 5.2 seconds left, became a cultural touchstone. He left the Bulls with 6 championships, 5 regular season MVPs, and countless iconic moments. The last shot seemed like the perfect ending. He retired again in January 1999, saying he was 99.9% sure he'd never play again. Retirement did not mean
I'm grateful
inactivity.
to Vanessa
Jordan
and the
became
Bryant
part
family for
owner
the
and
opportunity to
president of
speak today.
basketball operations for the Washington
I'm grateful
Wizards in January
to be here
2000.
to honor Gigi,
As an
celebrate
executive,
the
he
gift.
drafted high schooler Kwame Brown, a pick that later drew criticism. Watching from the owner's box couldn't satisfy his competitive itch. In September 2001, at age 38, Jordan returned to the court as a player for the Wizards. He donated his entire salary to victims of the September 11 attacks. Though older, he still displayed flashes of excellence. The man who had entered as a soaring rookie exited as a graying veteran, still capable of stirring crowds. Jordan's legacy extended beyond the court. His partnership with Nike produced the Air Jordan line in 1985, a brand that still dominates sneaker culture. Endorsements with Gatorade, Hanes, McDonald's, Wheaties, and others made him one of the world's richest athletes. In 2010, he purchased a majority stake in the NBA's Charlotte Bobcats, now Hornets. He invested roughly $175 to $275 million then. In June 2023, he agreed to sell the majority stake to Gabe Plotkin and Rick Schnall in a deal valuing the team at around $3 billion, retaining a minority share. This sale underscored his financial acumen. What he bought for millions, he sold for billions. Outside basketball, Jordan invested in Cinco Tequila, a NASCAR team, and DraftKings, expanding his portfolio. These ventures complemented his Jordan brand royalty income, estimated to bring him tens of millions annually. He became the first athlete billionaire and one of the richest African-American businessmen. How many athletes convert on-court excellence into boardroom influence? Jordan did by treating business like competition, disciplined, calculated, and relentless.
Jordan's personal life reflected his privacy and control. He married Junita Venoy in 1989. They had 3 children and divorced amicably in 2006. He later married Yvette Prieto and welcomed twin daughters in 2014. His eldest son, Jeffrey, briefly played college basketball. Another son, Marcus, opened a shoe store. Jordan seldom discussed politics publicly, leading some to criticize his neutrality during the 1990 U.S. Senate race in North Carolina. When asked why he didn't endorse Democratic candidate Harvey Gantt against segregationist Jesse Helms, he reportedly said, "Republicans buy sneakers too." In recent years, Jordan has embraced philanthropy. In February 2023, he donated $10 million to Make-A-Wish America in honor of his 60th birthday, the largest individual gift in the organization's history. Make-A-Wish noted that Jordan has supported the charity since 1989, granting hundreds of wishes and serving as Chief Wish Ambassador. Jordan said it was an honor to work with the foundation and that he hoped others would follow his example. His gift created an endowment to fund future wishes, underscoring his commitment to children facing critical illnesses. He has also pledged funds for hurricane relief, opened health clinics in Charlotte, and along with Jordan Brand, committed $100 million over 10 years to organizations addressing racial and social justice, announced in 2020. These actions reveal a man increasingly willing to use his wealth for public good. Does philanthropy raise controversies? No, but it adds complexity to a figure often seen only through his competitive